A 46-year-old woman seeks excitement and makes a fake report, leading police officers on a high-speed chase in the wrong direction, causing an officer's death. When teammates found the hijacked vehicle, the woman voluntarily got out and started acting.
In the car?
No, he went that way!
I didn't see him exit, man. And I was right behind him.
This incident occurred on March 2nd, 2022. A woman, in search of the thrill of a chase, made a fake emergency call to New Mexico police, falsely claiming her ex-boyfriend held a knife to her throat, stole her car, and was holding her hostage. However, when multiple police officers arrived on the scene, the woman floored the gas, giving the police a real-life Fast and Furious chase.
Moving in and out of traffic.
Multiple police cars had been deployed ahead to intercept, but the woman anticipated the officers' moves, constantly swerving left and right, and miraculously maneuvering through gaps. It was clear she was an excellent driver.
Light traffic at the moment.
However, as the officers pursued her onto an interstate highway, the woman, disregarding the danger, used the same tactic and drove directly into oncoming traffic. Multiple police cars had no choice but to follow at great risk, which set the stage for an officer's sacrifice. At this point, the oncoming traffic voluntarily pulled over, providing a green lane for the police. But the danger was still significant, and this is where a car's handling performance comes into play. The suspect's speed exceeded 90 miles per hour. At this time, the woman's speed had exceeded 90 miles per hour, which is equivalent to 145 kilometers per hour, and she was still driving against traffic on the highway. This shows how insane the woman's behavior was. After a 20-kilometer chase, a tragedy unfolded.
To call 911. You can disconnect the call. Please hold the phone button.
The leading police car was right behind the woman's vehicle. The woman directly blocked their view and swerved sharply before an oncoming vehicle arrived, escaping. Because the woman's vehicle had run out of gas, she had no choice but to get out. Next, let's see how the woman acts dramatically in front of the police.
Let me see your hands. Go back. Where is he?
He went that way!
What is he? Is he in the car?
No, he went that way!
Come here. Get down. Get down. Let me check you. Get in the car.
Okay. I can't help it.
Get in the car. Get in the car.
She had just caused an officer's death, yet she could act more like a victim than a real victim. This shows her exceptionally strong psychological composure. The officer then asked the woman for information about the hijacker.
Yeah.
He went running.
He ran?
Yes, he did.
Where he ran off or what?
Yes, he did.
Are you sure he's not in the vehicle?
I'm sure, sir. Oh, he was gonna burn me. He was gonna...
When the officer reported to dispatch that the hijacker had fled, the first officer on the scene gave a negative answer. Because the woman's acting was so convincing, the officers unanimously believed she was so traumatized she mistakenly reported the hijacker's information. Therefore, they believed the hijacker was still hiding in the car. Since the woman said the hijacker had a deadly weapon, the officers on the scene had to wait for SWAT backup. So 2 officers from the same department as the fallen officer immediately drove to the crash site. When the officers arrived at the scene, the tragic scene filled the officer with a sudden chill. But he quickened his pace with a glimmer of hope, praying for a miracle. Upon learning that his partner of many years had died, one officer broke down emotionally and sobbed with his head in his hands. After a brief moment of comforting, the officer walked with a heavy heart to see his teammate one last time.
Might be hurt. Might need medical attention. You might not want someone to talk to. You might be overwhelmed. That being said, let us know you're in there.
此时现场的警员越
At this point, the officers on the scene became more and more suspicious. A typical hijacker would either start shooting or surrender, but this guy had been hiding in the car for half an hour without saying a word. It was this abnormal behavior that planted the seeds of doubt in the officers' minds.
Driver's side. But she said she wasn't driving.
At this point, the SWAT team had arrived. Without any unnecessary chatter, they cleared the way with a flashbang. Following that, an armored vehicle quickly approached the suspect's car. After breaking the back window, another flashbang was thrown inside. The assault team had now arrived, and the arrest operation officially began.
Give me your cover. I got you.
Negative in back seat.
Nothing in back. You guys see anything on the front? Move to the front. Move up.
But when the SWAT team broke all the car windows, they found no trace of the hijacker, nothing up front. At this time, the commander ordered the SWAT team to withdraw. He commanded the sniper to use an 8x scope to scout the area, but they still found nothing. Facing such a suspicious case, the SWAT commander decided to personally intervene. He meticulously checked the bushes next to the suspect's car and found no footprints. But out of caution, the commander still launched a drone to investigate, but again found nothing. The SWAT commander at this point most likely guessed that the woman had made a false report, so he immediately pulled up the surveillance footage of the woman getting into the car. The results showed that the woman was alone the entire time. She had not been robbed.
It's okay. It's a good pursuit. Done.
We don't know if the subject of the vehicle.
In December 2024, 46-year-old suspect Jenny Jaramillo was indicted for a murder, but she pleaded not guilty.
Murder in the first degree.
I'd like to say I'm sorry. It's about me. With all my heart. If I could take back that day, I would. Putting me away many years is not going to bring them back. But I would never, ever plan on hurting anybody.
In response to Jaramillo's statement, the wife of the deceased officer rebutted, requesting the judge to give the suspect the maximum sentence.
Career, but he always went back because of the days he was able to help someone, to save someone, like he was trying to do for Janine Jaramillo. I do not want any of the families to be devastated by Ms. Jaramillo's selfish and reckless behavior. For that reason, I would ask you to consider the maximum sentence in this case.
In the end, Jaramillo was sentenced to life in prison plus 60 for years.